everybody one more time. Blessings to everybody waking up. Blessings to everybody that been up. You know what I mean? Another day. Another day that we here, y'all. You know what I mean? We here one more again. You know what I mean? Blessings to everybody. When I say everybody, everybody. The saints, the ain'ts. You know what I mean? The pimps, the can'ts. Everybody. The tricks, the hoes, the square prostitutes. You know what I mean? That think they hoes. You know what I mean? Blessings to everybody. Blessings to everybody in attendance, man. Blessings to everybody. We didn't have to be here, but God blessed us another day. You know what I mean? To be here one more time. Blessings to everybody. Get up in here, man. Immediately hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Get them likes up there. Get them notifications out there. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Share it on Snapchat. Get this game out there, man. You know what I mean? You know YouTube don't push my content, you know what I mean, like everybody else. We've been going up in numbers, but we should have been up. We should have been up. You know, I've been doing some things, you know what I mean, ever since I done kind of learned a little more about these analytics, you know what I mean? So, you know, of course, the numbers is going to go up and continue to go up, you know what I mean, in this month of March. You know what I mean? Because we marching on with this game. You know, but blessings to everybody. Punchy, man, thank you for that. Let's hurry up and get them likes, you know what I mean, above 100 immediately. I want to get to this game. Come on, man. Let's get to this game. Hurry up and get the likes up. You know, get everybody up. Get this game up. P, that's a man walking across the street. He minding his business. Hey, stop him and let him know to sit up there, you understand me, about this game. Yeah, get his attention. Get everybody's attention about this game. Yeah. We in here. Charged up about this shit. You know what I mean? Another morning. Didn't have to be here. You know, but God, you know, loved us so much that he was merciful. One more time. The Most High woke you up with the activities of your limbs. You got your energy. You got your health and strength. My voice is gone. It ain't even here. I wasn't even gone. And I just began to get fired up. I began to get charged up. I was like, man, let me hurry up and go live, man, and charge them up about this game. I wasn't even going to go live because I wanted to let my voice heal. You know what I mean? To get back 100%. Man, I said, man, let me get up, man, and get up about this game. Tomorrow, now, I promise. I don't know how much time that I got here on this earth. You know what I mean? Silver and gold I have not, but that which I give unto you on this day, which is this game. Get them likes above 100, man. Peaceful, thank you for coming up in here one more time, man, with the 10, bro. You always been supportive of, hey, for everybody, been sending me cash apps, PayPals, super chats, and also all my members. All my members, as of right now, all 914 of my Patreon members. It used to be, it could have been, we should have been over 1,000, but each and every month, some of y'all drop off. But to each and every individual that's on Patreon right now, blessings to all y'all. Blessings to everybody. I appreciate all of it. I don't care if it was just $1, a whole bunch of ones, beat a whole bunch of nuns any day. So I appreciate your support. P, I'm a square. Man, blessings to all the squares. I love you. What was pimps and hoes before they got in the game? Who was the pimps and hoes teachers at school? Who was the people that was teaching them at church? Squares. Who was their mama and daddy? Every pimp and hoe in the lifestyle, they parents wasn't pimps and hoes. You know what I mean? Most of the pimps and hoes in the game, they got parents that's squares. You know? So we don't have no hatred against squares. I know that the enemy is trying to separate us and cause, you know what I mean, type of division. You know what I mean? You hear individuals saying, man, why pimps got so much hatred against squares? And you know what I mean? Now, you might hear me say, you know, that's some square ass shit at times because squares do square shit. It's expected. And pimp's supposed to be doing pimp shit. Hoes supposed to do hoe shit. It's supposed to be a difference. But at the same time, you know, just keeping it real, hey man, I don't have no hatred. I don't have no dislike for any squares. When I make certain statements, it's only because of individuals that are involved in hypocrisy and that's doing something completely contrary to that. You know, I have nothing against you, you know what I mean, if you're married. I don't have nothing against married people. I got something against people that's, you know what I mean, professing to be this game and they actively married. I got something against individuals that's acting like they authentic participants of the lifestyle and they cheat. You know, I got something against motherfuckers, you understand me, acting like, you know what I mean, they about this life, but really been having a wife, you know what I mean, all along. Now, I'm against that, but I'm not against husbands and wives. I'm not against boyfriends and girlfriends, but I am against individuals, you understand me, that profess to be pimps and playing the boyfriend role to get a bankroll because he's a con male. I am against that. You know what I mean? But I'm not against, if you're a boyfriend, blessings to you. If you're a husband, blessings to you. I have nothing against you. I don't hate squares, neither do I dislike squares. You know? No, I've never, you know what? I did take a puff of some weed when I was a shorty. And I didn't like it. Just like I drank some Jack Daniels when I was a little boy, and I didn't like that. I took a sip of it, and I didn't like that. Never been high before, and I never been drunk. 36 years old, never been high, never been drunk before in my life, and don't desire to. I know that I'm different. I know that I'm an oddball. I know that I'm special and peculiar and not regular and familiar like the rest. I know that I don't fit in. And I thank and I praise and magnify God on this day for not fitting in. I don't fit in with y'all, and I'm glad about it. You know, I wasn't one of the children in school angry and upset because I didn't celebrate holidays. I wasn't one of the children that was upset and mad because I didn't celebrate my birthday like all the other kids. I've been an oddball all my life. I was perfect for the game. I was groomed to be in the game. I don't got to be in part of nobody's circle. Nigga, I am the circle. I've been the circle all my life. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? Oh man, he don't know you. Nigga, I know myself. When you was getting sent by the big homie, I was already a big homie. I never sat up there, you understand me, and wanted to fit in. I wasn't one of the little kids crying to my mama, Mama, why can't we celebrate Christmas? And why can't we celebrate Easter? And Mama, how come I already knew historically and biblically why we didn't do this and why we didn't do that. I was basically blessed all my life with the truth. I knew why we didn't drink Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? I knew why we didn't drink Coca-Cola. I knew why we didn't drink Pepsi. You know what I mean? I knew these things. I was taught this since a child. That was put in me. I was not one of the cool kids. You know? I wasn't one of the individuals that was trying to fit in with the cool kids. I was cooler than the cool kids. I didn't dress like everybody else. God made me different, and I was happy about it. And I've been happy about it ever since. If you think I'm lying, ask anybody that know Philip Brandon Gilmore. Always been an oddball. You understand me? I was perfect for the game. That's why you think I'm able to talk to people that think they big in the game like little kids? Because they had to sit up there and get chains and rings and houses, you know what I mean, and get materialistic things to feel the way that I felt when I was born. He had to get something materialistic to feel the way that I felt when I was born. I always been blessed. You know what I mean? Always been like that. And for those of you that got backgrounds that you was blessed with knowledge, in other words, you was blessed with this game, and the game separated you from individuals. The game separated you from the fakes. The game separated you from the in crowd. Hey man, be happy about that. That ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Get them likes up. Hurry up and get them likes up. There's 227 people listening, and it's only 119 views. Come on, man. I mean, 119 likes. You know what I mean? And it's 227 viewers, and it's only 119 likes. Get the likes up. Get the notifications out there. I appreciate God for blessing me to be raised in true holiness. I thank God for being blessed, you know what I mean, for being around authentic Authentic Black P. Stones. Not the individuals not the replica, not the individuals that you see today. They claim that they Stones, and then 2 seconds later they drop into 5 and all this weird shit. But I appreciate the OGs and individuals that were a blessing to me. Because my father wasn't physically in my life. He was active in the game. He was active in the streets. You know what I mean? So I missed a lot. But I appreciate the elders at the Way of Holiness Mission. I appreciate the elders at Old Landmark Church of God, Holiness in Christ. I appreciate the OGs in the streets. That was a blessing to me. You know, I got many influences. Many people had influences on me. To the streets, you know what I mean? My influences come, you know what I mean, from many places. So if you young, because I looked at my analytics and I see that I got, you know what I mean, it's it was like 15 or 16%. You know, some of you that are between the ages of 13 and 19 listening to me. If you just so happen to, because your mother is a part of this or your father is a part of this, and because of their doctrinal beliefs, you can't participate in that. You can't do this or can't do that. And right now as a child, you feel like, man, why I gotta have the boring parent? Or why I gotta have the lame parents? You know, why can't I be cool, you know what I mean, like the other kids? You know, my friend, he get to call his mama by her first name. When I go over my other friend's house, he got girls over there, man. Why I can't do what I wanna do? You know, and you feel like that when you're a child. And then when you grow up like me, and you see all of the friends, you know, from them days is either dead or locked up, man, you just have appreciation for God. You have appreciation for your mother. You have appreciation, you know what I mean, for the individuals, man, that took time to lace you, you know, because it truly take a village to raise a child, you know. But blessings to everybody, man. Get them likes up, man. I didn't even mean to sit up there and even go that way, but, you know, I'm led by the game, man. So, you know, that's the way the game took me, you know. But get them likes up, man. Make them likes look like them viewers before I even get started. You know, we're not gonna do the game like that. You know, let me sit up there and drop this. Hold on, while y'all getting the likes up, let me tell them this. Because sometimes it take forever in the day for them notifications to get out. And individuals be like, man, I'm subscribed, I hit the bell, and I didn't even know. I completely understand. Hold on. Let me share this, and we're going to get to it. Yeah, man, I'm glad about it. As you can hear it in my voice, I'm excited. Hold on. Only people that's gonna get upset or offended, you know, about the things that I say are individuals, you understand me, that's involved against the things that I speak against. If I throw a rock, you understand me, in a crowd of dogs and it hits you and you yelling and hollering because it hit you, so be it. I'd rather be a friend of the truth rather than sit up there and be your friend and reside in the spirit of lies. Hold on. Because we got some people, they just not in touch. Matter of fact, shout out to Myron. Myron, I got you, man. You know what I mean? Myron sit up there, man, and sent that, you know what I mean, $100 cash app, you know, this morning. You know, I appreciate you. And Diane, once again, you sent the $100, you know what I mean, on the PayPal. Man, blessings to y'all. Love. But we gonna talk about the game on today. Yeah, blessings to all the ladies that are in attendance. Blessings to everybody. We're gonna talk about this game on today. You know, and let me say this before I get started. You know, I got text messages. Individuals was hit me on DM. Such and such said this. Such and such said that. Listen, I don't mean to, come off like that, but it is what it is. When you don't value a person, or when you don't value a group of people, and this is what I'm gonna help some of you out. Because some of you have become garbage cans for negativity. Somebody can say something or do something, it'll mess your whole day up. It's because you value that person. You value that person. And because you value that person, they can speak some negativity or a lie or a rumor, and it just messes up your whole day. It's because you value that person. I don't value the individual that y'all was saying. I don't value that person. Because I know that person is a hypocrite. I know that person is existing in a lie. I know that individual, if it's 2021 and you're speaking on something that I didn't even get convicted for in 2008, then I understand. You know what I mean? I know what your objective is. I'm not mad at that. Do your thing. But I can't, just because you're participating in that spirit, I can't be in it with you. I don't wake up to an unattractive wife every day. I don't know what it's like to wake up to a woman that I'm not attracted to. That's my wife every day. I don't know what that feels like. You know what I mean? I live in truth. So by me living in truth, it hinders me. By me living in the truth of this game, it keeps me from doing anything, contrary to the game and participating in hypocrisy. So we're going to talk about this game because a lot of you, you ask me, Sin, what provokes you to get in the game? What provokes you to stay in the game? Like, how do you stay encouraged? How do you stay motivated? How do you stay charged up? How do you keep going? When this individual is lying on you, when, this individual is telling this and saying this, and, this one said that you ain't a pimp. This one said, that you're a pedophile. Hold on. Even though you going live in the same place every day, anybody with common sense can see that your location is the same every day. You know what I mean? But you on the run. This one say that you on the run. Well, how do you stay charged up, Pete? How do you always got a smile on your face? How come you always, in a good mood? Why you always charged up, about this shit? Hey, man, let me let you know something. When this game become personal to you, when this game, is something that you love, I ain't talking about you got in it for materialistic. Now, I'm going to tell you, some individuals got in the lifestyle, and Katrina, good morning. Some individuals got in the lifestyle for materialistic reasons. And I'm here to tell you that if you got in the game, hopefully as you evolve, your reason for being in the game will be greater than that. Because with all the things that you got to face being in this lifestyle, it's going to take more than just, I got in because I didn't want to work a job. I got in because, I wanted this or I wanted that. That's not going to be strong enough, to be in this lifestyle. Because in this lifestyle, as you keep going, you're going to go through some betrayal. You're going to go through some deception. You're going to you might go through even a jail. Hopefully you won't go through a prison. But you might go through some shit. You might go through some situations or incarceration to make you come to certain realizations in the game. You know what I mean? So I'm here to tell you that you better have a personal love for what you do. You better have a personal love for who you have became and who you are endeavoring to be in this lifestyle to remain. Because it's going to be individuals and it's going to be situations coming from the left and coming from the right. And you got to be able to motivate yourself. Everybody's not going to give you a helping hand. Everybody's not going to sit up there and pull you up when you feel down. You got to be able to encourage your damn self. You got to be able to sit up there and lift yourself up when you're down. And especially if you're presiding over a woman, especially if you're presiding over a group of women, you can't allow, what you going through to show. You can't allow, You can't let a case that might be pending, you know what I mean, that's bothering you show, or a loved one that you love that's incarcerated and it ain't looking good right now. You can't let that show. You might be having medical problems or, you know, going through some things right now. You can't let that show. Why? Because you're a leader and you got to be able to lead beyond your pain. You got to lead beyond all of that. In other words, you got to pimp past all of that shit. And if you can't pimp past all of that shit, then you don't need to be involved in this. You know? You don't need to be involved in this because you too weak. You know what I mean? And this game ain't for the weak. This lifestyle ain't for the weak. Excuse me. This game that I'm bringing on this morning is too important for 208 likes and 347 people listening. So because it's 347 people listening and it's 208 likes, I'm gonna wait on y'all to get them likes up so them notifications can get out there, because there's people that need to hear this game on this morning. So man, get the likes up. Over 300 people, but only 200 and something likes. Come on, you knew to hit the like button the moment that you came in. Hit that like button. You know, I like the title too. Blessings to you. Everybody ain't gonna make. You right about that. And that's what I was going to get to. When I started in the lifestyle in 2007, matter of fact, let me rewind that a little bit. Let's go back. Even before that, you know, even before that, I had seen things that inspired. I had seen things that compelled me to want to participate in the lifestyle before I got in it. You know? Now, as you know, I didn't know Doobie. At first, when I had met Doobie, I thought Doobie, and this is the honest to God truth, I didn't think that Doobie was a pimp. You know what I mean? I thought that Doobie, you know, was a damn, hold on for a minute. I thought Doobie was a damn R&B singer. You know what I mean? Don't even bring that in here. You know what I mean? Meaningless. That person can die right now. Wouldn't nobody know who that is. That's an individual that used to be in my inbox all the time. You know, I didn't know, you know, that he was the pimpin'. I thought that he was an R&B singer. You know? So by me thinking that he was an R&B singer, I never approached him like a pimp. I just, every time I would see Doobie, he was clean. He was suited and booted, and he had the appearance of somebody that pretty much used to be famous, like an R&B singer. You know what I mean? He looked like one of them cats. So, you know, I didn't know, but every time I seen him, he was clean. You know, always clean. My first time seeing him was actually, you know what I mean? I learned later on, you know, in the game that, you know, he was a cold Mac, that he was the Mackin'. You know what I mean? I learned that Doobie was a cold Mac later on, but I thought that he was a R&B singer. You know what I mean? Anybody that ever be on the Las Vegas Strip all the time, you already know who California Mike is. You know, you can listen. You can't tell me that you was on the Strip and you was in 05, 06, 07, and you didn't know who California Mike was. You know what I mean? California Mike used to be out all the time. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, I think that's the first day that I actually sat up there and met Day Day from Northtown when I was up. No, I got the days mixed up. That wasn't the first day. But no, I just remember California Mike, man, had the clean little Bentley. You know what I mean? This is how Vegas used to be, man. It was really fun to be on the Las Vegas Strip. It was fun as hell. You know, especially if you're an out-of-towner, you from somewhere else like Chicago, like you from the Midwest. You know what I mean? You used to cold-ass weather, you know what I mean, at certain times. But now you out here, you in the sun. You know what I mean? It's white girls and stuff out here. This is just totally different. Okay, but I'm seeing people, you know what I mean, with nice little rides, nice little jewels and things. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the 5. Blessings to you. I'm seeing people, you know, dressed up, looking cool, But man, when I seen Success, you know, and I know that a lot of you guys, you know, a lot of the names that you're saying, hold on. I'm not saying, you know what I mean, nothing against the people that y'all learned about in them documentaries. You know, some of them are actually real pimps. A lot of them guys was people that, you know, paid to be on camera or had a friend that liked them, had a friend that was an actual pimp that felt sorry for him and said, you know what, even though you're not a pimp, you're my friend, you've been my friend for years, fuck it, man, I'll put you in the film, come on. That type of shit. But, you know, it's just certain individuals that you guys never heard of or you don't know anything about, or you did hear about, you know, a little time or two, but you didn't know anything because these individuals wasn't in documentaries. Just like before I got in the game, seeing Success, you know what I mean, in the Rolls Royce, seeing him in the Phantom, you know, big Success, you know, the real Success. Now, listen, this ain't no disrespect. You got a lot of people calling themselves Success. You got a lot of people calling themselves, you got a lot of people calling themselves names, man, that don't got nothing to do with them. Them names ain't got nothing to do with them at all. You know what I mean? Nothing. People got, you understand me, name pimping this, and they not doing no pimping. Never did no pimping. You know what I mean? Individuals calling themselves, you know, Success Max, Success P. I'm seeing all type of success this on Instagram, and these individuals are not successful. You know what I mean? Why do you have this name, sir? Get you a name that fits you, you know? But yeah, Success, ever since I've seen him, from the days when I wasn't even in the game, you know, he was just a class act. You know, he always, every time I seen him, you know what I mean, he was clean, man, just like that Rolls Royce. But, you know, later on, fast forward, and for those that don't know, because I know I've got new people that's watching and you don't really know the history like that, you know, but I'm going to give you a little bit and then I'm going to get to the message. But, you know, later on, rest in peace to my brother, my left-hand man, you know what I mean, my loved one that I still wish that was here to this day. You know what I mean? My New Orleans nigga, Nice. You know? Now, Nice at the time, I ended up learning later on, you know, that he was a cool Mac. But at that time, I didn't know, you know what I mean, the definition. Hold on. I knew, you know, I had a cool little idea, but I didn't understand in totality. So I thought, you know, at that time, man, when I learned, you know, who Nice, you know, what he did and, you know, how he was doing it, I just automatically just labeled him what he professed to be, which was a pimp, which later on, no, my brother was not a pimp. You know, he was a Mac. He was cool, you know, but he went into some other things that was completely contrary against his pimping, and I love him to death, but, you know, sin can't lie for anybody. No, my loved one was not the pimping. But at that time, by me being, you know, ignorant to what the pimping was in totality, at that time, Nice was a big motivation. You know, you must remember that, you know, when I was singing at the lounges and shit, and just like I told you, I didn't know Nice, you know what I mean, was professing to be a pimp. I thought Nice was a damn dope dealer or a rapper. You know what I mean? And y'all remember the story. I was getting ready to get at his bride, and because Nice thought I was a pimp because the way I was dressed, you know, he called the bride so she could hurry up and get away. But, you know, I was getting ready to actually get at the bride because I was a square at the time. I was endeavoring to fuck her. I wanted some pussy. I wasn't thinking about no damn, you know what I mean, money. I wasn't thinking about no money from the bride. I'm thinking about sitting up there getting that. If she wanted to give me some money, I wasn't gonna turn that down. But no, I wanted to get at it because she was a thick little chocolate thing. You know, and I wanted to have some fun with that. Get them likes up. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button and make sure, you know what I mean, you click on the bell. But, you know, I want to sit up there and fuck. Here he is. He thinking that I'm the pimpin', and he think I'm about to sit up there and come with the pimpin'. I'm sitting over here coming with the fucking. But we ended up being cool. You know the story. We ended up going to the strip club and everything like that. You know what I mean? And chopping it up. And long story short, I ended up, you know what I mean, finding out what he did. And, you know, we got cool and we started hanging out. And he started introducing me, you know, to other participants in the life. You know what I mean? I got a chance to meet some of them through Nice, because you must remember that Nice was professing to be the pimpin' for 6 years, even before we knew each other, you know? And so at this time, man, I'm being provoked heavily to be in the game because I'm seeing Nice, you know what I mean, do his thing, man. You know what I mean? He getting big bankrolls from these two broads, and his baby mama ugly as hell. You know, Niecy ugly as hell. You know what I mean? But she's sitting up here bringing in these 6,000 and 8,000 and for watches and all of this shit. I'm like, damn, how this ugly ass little bitch doing this? How is she doing this? How is she doing that? And y'all know the story. You know that, you know, later down the line, you know, bro had did some underhanded shit. You know what I mean? He had dirty Mac me. You know what I mean? He had manipulated different situations. But it was good that that happened to me. Young people, follow me in the game. It was good that Nice dirty Mac me. It was good that my brother, you know, manipulated certain situations. It was good when I sat up there and knocked a little broad, you know, at the time, because, hey man, Baton Rouge was popping. I don't know how it is right now. I ain't been out there in a little minute. But man, Baton Rouge was the shit. It was so fun, you know what I mean, to drive from, you know what I mean, Baton Rouge to New Orleans. We'd stay in Baton Rouge. Hold on. Oh, okay, that's the emergency attack. But, and if the alarm go off, you know what I mean, I guess they doing a drill or whatever. But it was motherfucking, you understand me, fun to sit up there, you understand me, and spend time, you know, in Baton Rouge during the daytime. You know? And then and come nighttime, we'll sit up there, you understand me? Hold on, bro. There we go. You know, we'll sit up there, you understand me, and spend, you know what I mean, all day, you know what I mean, in Baton Rouge, hitting the mall, you know, riding around. Then at nighttime, we in New Orleans, you know, campaigning, setting them down. You know, this was fun. This was real fun, man. I'm just trying, because I'm seeing a lot of you, you know, make comments and things on social media. And then even when you talk to me in consultation, a lot of y'all dealing with depression. I never forget, you know what I mean, one of the young P's, he tell me, he said, P, man, it feel like I had more structure when I was in prison than I do. Hold on. I said, I know what you're saying, you know what I mean, but I wanna help you so you don't say that dumb ass shit no more. You know, but he said, you know, I feel like I had more structure in prison, you know what I mean, than I got on the streets. I felt like I was more happy. He went on to say, I felt like I was more happy when I was locked up than I am now. And this is a young nigga that's 4 deep at the time. And he telling me that he depressed, he unhappy, you know what I mean? And so we talked. And of course, you know, I had to charge him up. But then after I sat up there and fired him up with this game, I had to let him know that even though you fired up and you encouraged right now, the same thing that I just did with you with this game, bro, you got to be able to do that to yourself. You got to be able to sit up there and get yourself fired up about this pimping. You got to be able to get yourself fired up and encouraged about this pimping, because every time you go through something, everybody not going to give you no damn helping hand. You know what I mean? Now I understand that certain things happen in your childhood. I understand that certain things, you know what I mean, happen, you know what I mean, with a family member and things like that that's locked up and it seems like they'll never get out again. And that gets very depressing. But God woke you up. God is in love with your soul. That's why you here. That's why you got your liberty in society. That's why you've been blessed to have life. You don't got no time to be sitting over wasting life, you know what I mean, and doing all of this stuff that you're doing. You know what I mean? Sitting over there complaining about what you're going through. And you complaining about what you're going through. You understand me? Which you can sit up there and be encouraging and being a blessing to somebody else. Come on, bro. Let that go. You know, and just let God take care of that. So, of course, we got through that. But it's a lot of you young people in the game, you run to drugs because you feel like you have nobody to run to in the game. And I've been there before. I just didn't run to drugs because as a young pimp, you feel you can't convey what you're going through to your hoes because you always have to be the individual that gives restoration to them. You always have to be that individual that gives them inspiration, to give them uncommon information. You got to be the embodiment of power. You got to be the embodiment of strength. You know, you got to give them joy in their sorrow and hope for tomorrow. I understand that. So at times, you know, a lot of the young peas are, you know, run to drugs because they feel like they can't talk to the older peas because a lot of the older peas, some of them don't want to deal with the pimping. You know what I mean? You got individuals that's complaining about the game, but they not doing anything to be a blessing to it. You got old niggas complaining like grandmothers on Facebook about everything that these young niggas is doing, but they never take out the time to be a blessing to the game. They never create anything, you know what I'm saying? You know what? I don't like that, but because I got so much game, I want to be a blessing to this young man. You know, he got something in him. He's sincere, but he's sincerely wrong. Let me pull him to the side and lace his boots for a minute. No, ain't none of that. You know what I mean? Ain't none of that. Then you got a lot of these old niggas, you know, they consider you young niggas to be competition. Listen, I'm not in competition with none of my young niggas. None of them. One of my young niggas can, a bitch can give him $1 billion, you know what I mean, tonight. You guess what he'll be tomorrow? My young nigga. He'll still be my little brother. His financial status don't change the fact that he's a little brother to me. I'm not in competition with my little brother. I'm not going to mislead him or misguide him and make him go the wrong way. No. You know? So, you know, just to keep it all the way 100, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Just to keep that thing all the way 100, you know, a lot of the young P's don't feel comfortable talking to some of the older P's because, you know, they don't listen. You know, some of them, they cutting the young P off. Young P don't get a chance to finish what he was saying. Older P already cutting them off. Then, you know, a lot of times the older P's be using the information that the young P conveyed to him to knock him for the bitch. And then the older P gonna give him the wrong information on purpose so the young P can go more, he can do more things that's contrary to that which is right, so he can knock his ass for everything that he presiding over. You know what I mean? You got some older P's that, you know, gonna use everything concerning a young P situation, you know what I mean, to knock him for his situation. You know what I mean? So now, you know, the game, you know, no disrespect to them, but the game was in need of a sinful to P. Nigga. P, what you mean, man? Man, listen, beyond just presiding over my women, don't you understand that with all the youth that comes to me, can't no young person in the game say that P basically, I told him this about my situation. I told him this and I told him that, and he used it to knock me for the bitch. I've never knocked any of my young P's, you know what I mean, any of my young brothers for the information that they gave me and then utilized it, you know what I mean, and manipulated the situation and just cleaned house. No. because the position that I have in the game is the position that this game blessed me to have. I know what it's like to be a young nigga without a mentor. I know what it's like to be a young nigga, you understand me, without an individual to tell you that what you just said or what you just did was completely wrong. Listen, this is how you do it. I didn't have that. And because of me not having this game, because of me not getting a proper lacing when I came into the game, I came into the game retarded, just like a lot of you did. You came in the game retarded. You didn't get a proper lacing. And when you don't get laced, you know what I mean, when you don't get a proper lacing from an authentic representation of the game, you are predestined to be in somebody's jail. You predestined to be in somebody's prison. You predestined to do a lot of unpimping shit, say a bunch of unpimping shit, because you have not been properly laced by the game. Stop listening to these dumbass fools that tell you that when we say it gotta be in you and not just on you, that don't mean that you born with the game. Ain't nobody born with the game. Stop listening to these dumb ass niggas, you understand me, speak on this game. They are not intellectually blessed enough to sit up there and speak on this game. A bunch of dumb ass niggas that dumb ass bitches was liking on. That's about it. But don't let them speak on this game. Niggas is retarded. Nobody came out their mama's womb with the game. Get these likes up, man. Sitting over here blessing y'all with this game, and it's only 330 likes, and it's 501 people listening to this game already, and it's only 300, you know what I mean, and 33 likes. Man, stop playing with this game. Get them likes up. Get them notifications out there. Come on, man. We hindering young men from going to somebody's jail. We hindering black men from going to somebody's prison. We teaching what's wrong. We teaching what's right over here. Come on, man. Get the game out there. You can save somebody's life. Somebody think they a pimp. Somebody think that they pimping accordingly. Once they get the truth of this game, they understand that everything that they've been saying and doing is completely contrary to this game. Get this game out there so this game can be established and published in their mind, hearts, and spirits. Get this game out there, man. Get them likes up. Make them likes look like them viewers. But if you have not received a proper lay, you predestined to be in messed up situations like I was. And what are you talking about? See, I was 23 years old, facing life sentences. I didn't think about telling on nobody. I didn't think about crying in the courtroom. Now here you got these individuals that say they was raised in the street all their life. You got these individuals that say they street niggas, they hood, they did all of this. And them same street niggas, these same niggas that say they this and that, you see them same niggas crying in the courtroom. You ain't even been convicted yet. All they did was read your allegations, and you already sitting over here, Carl Thomason, all up in the damn courtroom. You already shashaying and crying, putting on the panties and gyrating and twerking all up in the damn courtroom. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker give me 500,000 and 644 innumerable eternity years, nigga. I'm not crying in front of no damn judge. I'm not crying in no damn courtroom. I don't give a fuck how many kids I got, mama being there, family being there. I'm not about to cry in front of this white ass woman. I'm not about to cry in front of this white ass man. Got me fucked up. You niggas is not built for it. You in the streets, but you not of it. It's not you, man. It's not you. I promise it's not you. You got individuals, man, I was selling drugs. Man, I know a lot of niggas that sold drugs before and they was bitch ass niggas. Stop it. Man, he was a gunner. I know a lot of niggas that was gunners and sit up there and they was in the streets, they was gunners. And once they sit up there and came to the county or once they came to the pen, niggas got rolled the fuck up. Miss me with that shit. This ain't you. It really ain't you. It's not you, man. I promise this is not you. You know what I mean? Some of you niggas is just nice husbands, man. You stay in a motherfucking husband's place, nigga. And stop talking to active pimps. You understand me? That's really pimping, man, and that's not married. You stay in a husband's place, man. These husbands be getting out their body. Better sit up there and get in pocket, you know? But let me say this to you, man. I was 23 years old. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the 5. Good looking. Man, you always been supportive of this game, Universal. Thank you. But I'm 23 years old, facing life sentences already. Wasn't he in the life, 10 months in the game. And that 10 months, but within that 10 months, I had developed a personal love, for this game. Within that 10 months, man, I was in love with the game. I remember being in CCDC, this is after, they brought in life sentences and all this type of shit. But I remember in my room, in my cell, when you look out the cell window, you was able to see the strip. You know what I mean? You can't, of course, see the casinos and things, but you could sit up there and, what casino I'm trying to think of? The tallest, damn, it's been a while. The tallest one that I'm trying to think of? The tallest casino. It'll come to me. But from my window, the Stratosphere. That's right. So, you can see the Stratosphere from my room. And and this is real shit. This is when you know that you in love with this game, right? Check this out. Listen, now here I am facing life sentences. I'm facing life sentences, man. They talking about me being in prison forever, right? Check this out. But even while I'm facing life sentences, I'm sitting over there looking at the Stratosphere, and even with them telling me that I'm gonna be in prison for the rest of my life, and the district attorney talking about some, Your Honor, this man is dangerous. We can't give him an OR. He shouldn't have a bail. They had put my bail all the way in the motherfucking heavens. They bringing life sentences left and right, But even while I'm facing life sentences, man, I looked out that motherfucking window. This is when you wrapped up, tied up, and entangled up, all in the pimping. I looked out that motherfucking window one night, man, and I damn near wanted to shed a tear. Did you think I wanted to cry because I was facing life sentences? No, I wanted to cry because, it's getting ready to be summertime, and I'm locked up, and there's some beautiful hoes that's in need of me, and they about to choose up with him, and him, and him, and him. And they can't be with me because I'm locked up. Bobby, appreciate the 10. Appreciate that 10. Good looking. But being locked up and realizing that, these broads, are going to be with him, and them, that made me feel more, I was more sorrowful. I felt more bad. That fucked me up more than facing life sentences. That's how in love I was, with this game. You would think I would be crying about these 235 to life sentences that they just gave me. You would think I'd be crying about that. You would think I would be crying about this new pandering case, this new, you understand, man, is bringing all type of cases against me, man. And you would think that I'd be sitting over there crying and boo-hooing, over that. But I'm sitting over there thinking about, man, it's about to be summertime, and they got a young pimp, man, just in here, this attractive, handsome young pimp just locked up at 23 years old when I could just be out here pimping. And they want to keep a young pimp locked up. It's enough to make you cry. That's real shit. Hold on. And that's just one thing. But this is when another reason why I was just wrapped up and tied up and entangled up. You got your mama on the phone, baby. You facing life sentences. You gotta leave this lifestyle alone. You know what I mean? This ain't, baby, no. This ain't the way. The devil doing this. Baby, no, listen to your mama. You know what I mean? They about to bring more cases. You got to give your life to God to get out of this situation, Philip. Oh my God. Oh my baby, I'm fasting. I'm praying for you. She calling the saints. They coming on the phone preaching to me. They sitting over there speaking in tongues. And I'm still like, man, may God, be merciful to me. Because I knew that if they had allowed me to put my feet back on concrete, I was going to be right up in a bitch ear. Because I was too wrapped up and tangled up with this pimping, man. I don't want to be saved. I don't want to be a husband. I don't want to sit up there and get involved in a religion. I don't want to be a Muslim. I don't want to do none of that. All I want to do is for them to let me out this motherfucking, you understand me, jail, man, so I can get pimping, man. God damn, they got a young pimp up in here, man. Hold on. In my mind, I was like, man, you know what I mean? I didn't even know all of that, man. Y'all trying to make me, something that I'm not. I was like, man, let me up out of here, man. But it was because of my personal love for the game, you know what I mean, that I didn't sit up there, you understand me, and falter. I didn't. I couldn't do that. P, what you mean by that? Man, I was so encouraged with so many pimp stories, you know what I mean, that I heard young in the game. What you mean, P? Man, I used to hear so many stories, man, about Joe Cato, and I would just get on one. If you got you an older P partner that's in their 50s, 60s, and 70s and things like that, ask them about Joe Cato. You'll get fired up every time. You know what I mean? Ask them about Joe Cato. You would get fired up every time. You know what I mean? I would be thinking about all of the stories, all of the pimping, you know what I mean, that I was sitting over there blessed to hear. And that kept me fired up, man. And listen, let me tell you this. Some of the older P's lied to us about some of the things that they did and some of the things that happened. But guess what? I even appreciate the lies that was told to me because the lies brought out the truth in me. Some of them lies, you know what I mean, provoked me. Some of them lies was encouraging me, you know what I mean, to keep going and keep going. I found out later on that a lot of them things was lies, you know what I mean, but I appreciate it still because at that particular time when I didn't know that it was a lie, that's what kept me going. Real shit. Real shit. So, you know what I mean? Even when a lot of the older P's and they tell you, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I had knocked a bitch. I had 3 helicopters. You know what I mean? The bitch had brought me 2 Earths. She brought you 2 Earths, P? Yeah, man, I had 2 Earths. I had 3 planets out the bitch. You know what I mean? She sat up there. And then one time, man, she brought me the president's jewelry. She brought you the president's jewelry, P? Yeah, man, she brought me the president's jewelry. Then one time, I got offended, about God saying that he was the greatest. I had knocked God for the bitch. You know what I mean? I called God. I didn't even know God had a cell phone. I had knocked him and his son Jesus. You know what I mean? I had to serve them. P, you served God and Jesus? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I served Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I really found out. I was the first one to tell these niggas that Jesus was a black man. They thought that Jesus was a white man, man. No. You see, I know that Jesus was a black man. Met him in the flesh. Yeah, man, I sat up there and told him, man, you know what I mean? Hey, man, you know what I mean? We can sit up there, man, and talk about it, man, you know what I mean? And really chop it up, you know what I mean, about it, man. You know what I'm talking about? And so, yeah, man, one thing I can say about Jesus, man, you know what I mean? He was a gentleman about this, man, you know what I mean? I met up with him, man. We chopped it up. You know what I mean? He didn't want to fight me over it. You know what I'm saying? And everything was cool, man. But that's when I learned he was a black man. I didn't know nothing about that scripture in Revelations, man. You know what I mean? I got a revelation when I met him in the location of the Blade, man, where Pimps and Hoes Get Famous at, man. You know what I mean? And we chopped it up, man. And, ever since then, man, you know what I mean? Me and Jesus been cool. Yeah, so if you, in this game, you're going to meet a lot of colorful individuals. They got some very, colorful lies. You got some individuals in the game, you know what I mean, that have some beautiful imaginations. You got some individuals in the game that the only person that know how beautiful that they was pimping is them. Can't nobody give confirmation, you know what I mean, of the information that they telling you. But in their mind, they was the coldest pimp. You know what I mean? Coldest pimp. Coldest pimp. This one dude, he dead now. He's gone. You know what I mean? But he was a good dude. But he always had the coldest pimp stories. But the thing is, none of the pimps knew how cold that he pimped. You know what I mean? None of the pimps knew how cold this man pimped. Only pimp that knew how cold he pimped was him. But nobody else knew about it. Nobody else knew about it, man. But listen, this is what I'm gonna get to. When it comes to this game, it's a lot now understood why, you know, a lot of the P's say, hey man, you know what I mean, you ain't a pimp until you been in this shit, 10. But that's not, let me tell you niggas something. That's not an accurate statement. And I'm gonna tell you why. You know, now I understand why they said, 10 years and all of that. You know, but it's been niggas that's been in this game 10, 15, 20 years. How many of y'all listen to a nigga that say he been in this game 20 years and then when he open up his motherfucking mouth, you like, all right, right. That's what's up. Right. Nigga ain't said a goddamn thing. Hey man, before I get into this, get my likes up. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Make sure you click on the bell. But get my likes up. Make sure you hit that like button. You know what I mean? If you have not clicked on that like button, come on, man, get them notifications. You know? But, let me take you back. Now, I understand that, what they trying to say when they say that, if a nigga ain't been pimping for 10 years, he can't claim the pimping and all of that. I beg to differ. And the reason why I say, you know what I mean? No, James, you never heard me say, if you haven't been pimping for 10 years, you know what I mean? You're not a pimp. You never heard me say that. Hold on, matter of fact, let me ask somebody. Who in this crowd has ever heard Sinful the P say, you know what I mean? You're not a pimp if you haven't been pimping for 10 years. Who? Exactly. You know what I mean? I ain't never said no shit like that. You know what I mean? And the reason why I ain't never said no shit like that is because there's a man by the name of Andre Taylor that was not actively in the game for 10 years. And there's other individuals that I can name, you know what I mean, that wasn't actively in the lifestyle for 10 years. So I would never say that, not just because of him, but I would never say that you not this because you haven't been in the lifestyle for 10 years, because I know some information, you know what I mean, about, hold on, man. Let me do this for you. Because I think you one of the goofies that's just coming behind the account, that's just talking crazy to keep some things up. I've never said nothing like that. I've never been high or drunk in my life. Nigga, this Sinful the P you talking to. This not them other individuals. You've never heard me say no shit like that. That's why you had to go. But, you know what I mean? That's completely contrary to my doctrine. 10 years don't make you no pimp. I know a lot of niggas that's been in this game professing to be this shit for 20 motherfucking years, nigga. And I still don't think they got one P-bone in their motherfucking body. So why in the fuck would I say, you know what I mean, that 10 years make you a pimp? It's some niggas that I've been knowing since 07. And been some niggas I've been knowing that been claiming this pimping even before that. And I only seen certain, man, listen, man. I know some niggas that started when I started. And yet to this day, I've yet to see a nigga with a bitch. Have you ever met somebody that's talking about this pimping all the time and you've never known them to have a bitch? We got so many of them niggas in the game, man. The nigga rapping about the pimping, The nigga always talking about the pimping, but I've never seen a nigga with a bitch. Right, bro, I got that same Amber Alert, like, man, don't you know I'm teaching this game? But, you know, you can't, like, come on, man, it come a certain time, you can't go years of claiming this pimping and you ain't never sat up there and never had you a hoe. Like, damn, never? No, man, that ain't the pimping. You know? So, you know, let's go back. You know, I know some individuals, man, you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna tell you why they say shit like that. Because I knew individuals when I started, they appeared to be on fire. When I first started in the game, it was some niggas that, man, they was on fire. They came into the game, you know what I mean? Whoo! They came into the game having a good run. But once they got knocked, or once they did a prison bid, it was either they went to prison or they got knocked, you know what I mean? Or them hoes blew up. Man, niggas ain't been the same. Real shit. You know what I mean? Haven't been the same ever since. Knew one motherfucker, man, this nigga was 4 deep, pretty ass bitches, was having it his way, doing this thing. Nigga go to prison, nigga get out of prison, and when that nigga sat up there and got out of prison, he became a professional boyfriend. When that nigga got out of prison, he had a motherfucking doctor's degree, you understand me, from Stanford for being a boyfriend. You know what I mean? He had got out and he had a boyfriend degree. You know what I mean? He was in a serious relationship. You know, when he got out of prison, he didn't even want to hang around pimps no more. When motherfuckers seen him at the mall, man, P, what's going on, baby? We haven't seen you in a minute, man. Where you been? The pimpin' was so happy to see him because this was a young nigga that really used to be charged up about this game, man. You know what I mean? He was really charged up about this game. But man, when we seen him, you know what I mean, in the mall, man, he was turned all the way down. Prison had took all his joy. In fact, you know what I mean, it was certain P's, you know what I mean, that was holus and dolus at the time. He was a blessing to him. When them niggas was in the, going through it to get to his situations, they could always call him and he always had a jug, man. You know what I mean? He was, man, he was so cool at the time. Oh, but when that Euroclidon came, when them situations came, he wasn't able to stand. He wasn't able to be that same man, you know what I mean, when them hoes blew up. He wasn't able to be the same man. Listen, and then some of you have a lot of bitterness against the game. You mad and angry at, I've seen this, not just from women, but I've seen this from guys too. They'll get locked up, and because this pimp didn't write them, or this pimp didn't put money on the phone, or this hoe didn't look out, this hoe didn't stand up the way that they thought that this hoe would stand up, they come out with just so much bitterness to the game. They got hatred to the game. They walking around with bitterness. They shaking people's hands. They saying, what's up, P? But inside, they still angry about being locked up. And rightfully so, because there was people that they looked out for. People that they took care of, you know what I mean, before they got locked up. People that they was judging. People that they put a roof over their head and was giving certain pimps cars to go campaign in. You know, like doing the Magnificent. P, what you mean? Let me speak on Magnificent for a little bit. Let me tell y'all some things about Mac Man. Not the original Mac. I'm not talking about old school Mac Man, but let me tell you about Magnificent, you know what I mean, out of Texas. I can't go into a lot because, you know, P locked up right now, but this is what I say about Magnificent, man. Magnificent, when it comes to, you know, looking out for the pimping, being a blessing to the pimping, when you have them conversations, you got to bring his name up. You got to bring his name up. You know what I mean? Magnificent was a true blessing to the game, man. It was more than just presiding over. No. I'm not gonna go into all that. I'm just talking about being a blessing to others right now. I can't go into a lot of stories and things like that. I don't want to do all that because this case is pending. I don't know everything that Pete going. I know a lot of people listen to me. So because a lot of people listen to me and I don't know who all listen to me, I'm gonna be careful about the things that I say pertaining to him. You know, but what I will say is this, man. You know, Magnificent had a big heart. You know, I remember somebody, you know, being without at this particular time. And because I'm talking about love for the game, this is when you really just love, you know what I mean, what you're supposed to love. And this one particular representative was without at this time, you know, and Mac had looked out for him, man. Let him sit up there and ride around. Now listen, this one you know it ain't in a nigga. That nigga Mac gave that nigga man the Bentley. And damn near let that nigga ride around in the Bentley, you know what I mean, for damn near 2 weeks. Even gave him a bottle of champagne. Gave him the bottle of champagne and let him ride in the Bentley, man, for damn near 2 weeks for free. You know? Gave it, let him ride around the Bentley. You know what I mean? Just imagine you ain't got no bride, you ain't got no money, you ain't got a place to stay, but somebody sit up there and give you the Bentley and they say, hey man, go ahead and campaign in this. Man was driving around in Max Bent for damn near 2 weeks, gave him a bottle of champagne, gave him some money, and let him have the Bentley to campaign in. And that nigga didn't knock nothing. You know, I'm not laughing at the nigga, man, because the nigga, he's a cool dude, but, you know, when it come to this P, man, you know what I mean? Nah, man. If a P let you sit up there and ride in that Bentley thing for almost 2 weeks, man, and sit up there and put some champagne in your hand, and he sit up there and jugged you, and he gave you a colder jug than that. He gave you the motivation, you understand me, and had you on fire and let you ride around that Bentley thing, man, in that H-Town, you know what I mean, for almost 2 weeks, riding around to that Houston and that Dallas, and you didn't come up, man, hang this shit up, man. Yeah, man, hang this shit up. Yeah, hang that up, man. Leave that shit alone. This shit ain't for real. This shit ain't for you, man. Hey, they hiring that Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, P. Yeah, man. Go to that Chick-fil-A. You know what I mean? Some cool people up there, man. Walmart is always hiring. You know what I mean? Walmart is always hiring, man. You know? So he let him have the Bent for damn near 2 weeks. You know? And even though he didn't come up, I'm still looking at the gesture. You know? Now, another time, you know, a partner of mine, you know, when he had came in town, you know, and a lot of us do that, he allowed another P to do something and he had misused it. And so he wasn't able to rent a car. He wasn't able to rent a car. You know, because he had let this P, you know, do this and do that. So by him not being able to rent a car, man, he wasn't able to move around. Man, he told Mac that. Mac was like, man, why you ain't get at me sooner, man? And you know what I mean, let him drive around that Range Rover. Yeah, man. Free of charge. Didn't charge that man nothing. Let him sit up there and ride around in that Range thing. Yes, he did. You know what I mean? So I really hope that God bless. One of these days I'll go live speaking about other things that I know of him to do. But you talking about a big heart. Yeah, he definitely had a big heart, man. You know what I mean? Let P ride around in the Bentley thing for almost 2 weeks, free of charge. Put money in his hand, gave him a bottle of champagne. Other P couldn't rent a car, so he let P ride the Range Rover while he stayed in town. You know what I mean? Just all type of stuff, man. He was a true blessing, you know what I mean, to a lot of y'all. You know, real talk, for sure. It's a lot of things that I want to say, but due to the fact that, you know, the case is pending and things like that, that's the only reason why I don't really like speak on Mac, you know, right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, big heart, man. Big heart, good heart dude. May the mercies of God prevail in his situation. You know what I mean? Blessings to that man. You know what I mean? That's a good man. Don't listen to what anybody got to say or any of these bras. And that's another thing. Let me say this. When you truly in love with this game, I guess got to tell it like it is. When you truly in love with this game, I don't care if somebody your enemy, you don't receive a dime, you know what I mean, from a bride that put a pimp in a correctional facility. Once you learn that, you understand me, this bitch told really on anybody, but especially, you know what I mean, she told on a pimp, she snitched on a pimp. This the reason why this pimp ain't pimping. This the reason why this pimp don't have his liberty in society, because this bitch basically told a variety of things to them people, and your love for the game don't allow you to do that. My love for this game would never allow me to sit up there and receive money from no snitch. I can't take money from no snitch. Even if she told on my enemy, I can't do it because I love the game. What game? This knowledge, this information, this understanding on, you know what I mean, how to move throughout life. You know, it's the game. P, what is the game? The game, it's got many definitions. Some might say, you know what I mean, as the great Mel Taylor say, it's knowledge with a flair. You know, what's CN say? Uncommon information. But this game is also a consuming fire. You know, when you going through what you going through, you know what I mean? This broad going in and out of jail. This broad then got slow with the money. You're not really making no money like that. You know what I mean? You got this bill due. You got that bill due. Pimps is calling you asking for jugs. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Then you got, you understand me? This individual might be lying on you. That individual coming against you. What keeps you going? This game. What keep you motivated? What keep you encouraged? What keep you going when everybody giving up? Because I'm here to tell you that from 2007 to 2021, majority of the individuals that started the race, when I got out of prison, them niggas became husbands, boyfriends, and employees at different, you know, organizations, working jobs and things. You know, you got to have a personal love, you know what I mean, for this information, for this game. You got to have this, you got to put this game in high regard. You have to. You know what I mean? You got to put this game in high regard, man. You know, you got to put this, listen, if I could put it like this, and I don't mean that, you know what I mean, because a lot of people in here, y'all spiritual, but just to give you understanding. Let me just, you know, get spiritual for a minute. In the word of God, you know what I mean? God said, I put this word above my name. I put my word above my name. You know, just when you think about the word, because we call it game, and game is pretty much, we speaking in the urban vernacular of knowledge and wisdom and outstanding understanding and uncommon information, you know, game, revelation, you know, but when you think about it from the spiritual sense, the word, when you go into the book of Hebrews, you know what I mean, the 12th chapter, you know what I mean? Hold on, man. When you go in there, the 12th chapter, you know what I mean? And, you know, not the 12th chapter, excuse me, the 4th chapter in the 12th verse. The word is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. The word. David said, thy word have I hid in my heart that I may not sin against thee. Thy word, the information, the knowledge, the wisdom. When you go into the book of Hosea, my people are destroyed for what? Lack of knowledge. In other words, for those of you that don't understand spirituality, giving it to you in your reality, people are in the game being destroyed for lack of gain. Because of their lack of game, they're being destroyed in the game. Man, y'all, hit that like button right now. It's the game. It's the word. It's the information, the knowledge that saves you. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, set you free. So that means in order for me to get out of this bondage, in order for me to get out of this captivity, I must get the information. It's the knowledge that saves me. It's the knowledge that liberates me. It's the knowledge that brings my liberation. My serenity is in the knowledge. The information comes. The game has to come. The game is my blessing. If you lose everything, you know what I mean? If they take everything away from you, you're able to restore that and more. Why? Because you have the game. Don't ever allow, you know what I mean, somebody to devalue this game. What do you mean by that? Listen, if you got a book or you conveying some knowledge, you conveying some wisdom that can empower somebody's life for the rest of their life, don't allow anybody to tell you that that price is too high. Because after they spend that money, the money is gone. But the gain that they gain from you, they're going to use that the rest of their lives. You know, that's why I keep telling y'all, man, y'all better enjoy that. Y'all better enjoy these $200 consultations. You know what I mean? Because later on, blessing y'all quite a long time with them $200 consultations. Can't let you devalue this game. Oh man, that's too high. That's too much. No, there's no price that's too high when it comes to this game. This person went through blood, sweat, and tears to have that information. That person went through jail. That person might went through prison, or that person might have lost something or had to lose a family member. You don't know what, you know what I mean, situation a person had to come to, you know what I mean, to get that revelation in life or about that lifestyle. So you don't let nobody tell you that this price is too much, or, you know what I mean, that's a little bit too steep. If it's too much steep for them, then okay, it wasn't meant for them. Move on. But you got to treat this game the way that a prophet would treat the oracles of God. You can't bless everybody with this game. Pete, what you mean? You know, not even just the niggas, with these broads. Some of you, you know, you talking too much. Pete, what do you mean by that? You talking too damn much, man. You know what I mean? The broad ain't even earned that game. And you just gave it to her without her earning it. And if a bride, basically, you understand me, has not earned, you know what I mean, the game, then how can she appreciate it? You don't appreciate that which you haven't earned. You don't give honor to that which you didn't have to go through nothing to get it. She didn't have to make no sacrifices for it, and you just gave it to her. You know, you have to watch over this game. You have to honor this game. You got to treat this game like a hidden treasure. You cannot bless everybody with the game. No. That's the problem with black people. We gave a lot of our game to the oppressor. Why the oppressor able to keep oppressing them? Because they got the game. How'd they get the game? They was looking at our people. How was the white man able to steal from the black man for so long? Because the black man was running his mouth. The black man had the King Hezekiah, those that biblically, you know what I mean, are blessed in the word. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our black men had the King Hezekiah disease and was running their damn mouth. And was giving the oppressor, giving our adversary the game on how to oppress us, giving our adversary the game on how to steal our culture. We got to protect this game. They're going to keep you in bondage. They're going to keep you in slavery. They're going to keep you in. The white man sit up there, he raised his child with the game. He not sitting over there, you know what I mean, with listening to foolishness and letting the songs of fools indoctrinate, you know what I mean, the minds, the impressionable minds of his children? No. The other man, he educates his children about their culture. Why? Because he's giving his children the game. Why do we have sin? Why do we have so many young girls, you know, teenage pregnancy? Why are these young girls getting pregnant like that? You know what I mean? You know, why? Where's the father? None. Where's the mother? She out doing her thing. No game. No game. It's a result of no game, no information. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Young people in the street getting killed in the street for lack of game. See, that simple shit of mentally responding and emotionally reacting, that goes so far. Don't you wish that, you know what I mean, I could have talked to King Von before he went out that night? Don't you wish that I could have gave, you know what I mean, King Von the lecture on, you know what I mean, mentally responding and not emotionally reacting, you know what I mean, before he decided to do what he did on that night? Because see, when you in your feelings and when you govern by emotionalism instead of this game, and you not rationalizing and strategizing and organizing your thoughts on how to get the best results out of a situation, you predestined to a destination called the graveyard. Because you moving in anger, you moving in your feelings, you're not moving in your wisdom. You're not moving in the game. You only thinking about what you doing. You only thinking about what you gonna do, but you not thinking about what the adversary gonna do. You have not thought about what will be the reaction to this. You only think that what you gonna do is gonna be the be all and end all. It's not. That's your emotions. That's your ego talking. But that's not your intelligence. That's not the wisdom. That's not this game. This game gonna keep you from being killed. This game gonna keep you from dying before your time. This game gonna keep you from going into poverty. This game can get you out of poverty. This game can make you sit up there, you understand me, and go into the legal library and, you understand me, research and look up NRS numbers and find out loopholes and things that they did unconstitutional within your trial to get that time back. This game will make you sit up there, you understand me, and be your own personal lawyer instead of lay down and allow them to fuck you like that. This game. It's the game that sit up there and provoked Mel Taylor to write himself out of prison. Mel Taylor was in prison, and it was the game that was in him that caused him to write himself out of prison. He sat up there and wrote to, you understand me, the courts that he needed to write to. They read that letter, you understand me, and started looking at his case. He got out of there, wrote himself out of prison. The game did that. Touch somebody and say, this game. You know what I mean? You need the game. The game. See, when you don't have this game, you know, you can catch a case and a public pretender can make you take a deal that you have no business taking because you don't have the game. When you don't have the game, you'll sit up there losing big time out of your life and you'll just lay there and take it because you don't have the game. You got to have this game. You're going to die as a result of not having this game. You need this game. You got to have a personal love and a personal desire for this game. It can't be because, you know what I mean, this person and that person and this person. When you really listen, when you really are consumed, you know what I mean, by the love of this game, you know what I mean, you study. You read. You don't need nobody to provoke you, compel you to read and to sit up there and get a normal routine and, you know what I mean, sit up there and make your brain. Why? Because the game that you in love with, it already compels you to do that on your own. This game, don't nobody got to sit up there and tell you, you know what I mean, to lose this weight so you can sit up there and represent the game better, so you can do this, so you can look better, so you can have better markability. The game and you will make you do that. The game don't allow you to just listen to anybody and everybody. The game don't have you listening, eating at everybody's table, because that's how shit get polluted and convoluted. You don't want to sit at everybody's table and eat. Listening to this P say this, listening to that P, this P say that, listening to this P say that, listening to this, did this. The other P that been divorced 2 times said this. The other P that got divorced 3 times, said this. The other P that said that, he was gonna get a divorce after his parole, and still married, he said that your love for the game, won't even allow you to keep listening to that. I can't listen to that. You're a hypocrite. You're in hypocrisy. I can't listen to you. You're living a lie. That game that you say that you love, it don't provoke you to be better. It don't provoke you to be a better man. And if game that you say that you love, it don't provoke you to be a better man, then how could you teach me as a man? I can't listen to you. It don't provoke you to do nothing. You just got a wife that take care of you, that like you, but I can't listen to you. It don't provoke you. Anytime a guy in and out the hospital and the doctor tell him, if you keep doing this, you keep doing that, and he keep doing it, how the fuck he gonna love the game? He don't even love himself. Doctor done told you that if you keep eating this, you keep eating that, and if you keep doing this, and if you keep smoking that, you can die. And if he keep doing it, how could you say that an individual like that loves the game? He don't even love himself. The game can't dwell in no temple like that. Game can't dwell in no nigga like that. Too weak. You got to separate the individuals that's just living off the earnings and from those that's actually living this game, man. Stop being confused and deceived by situations. Bitches get deceived by situations, not men that actually have vision. Because when you can visualize, you realize, you understand me, who's who and who's not. Not deceived by niggas basically sitting over there counting money. Nigga Tricks got money. Not deceiving no motherfucker counting no damn money. Snitches be counting money. You understand me? Snooki was getting money. You understand me? From the feds and the bitch. I'm not moved by no nigga sitting over there talking about materialistic things. You ain't with that man 24/7. You don't know if a motherfucker getting it from the hoe, his wife, you know what I mean? From the people. You don't know what's going on. You understand me? So you got to be in love with this game. And when you're in love with this game, you just don't allow yourself to be a garbage can for negativity. You don't allow anybody to just make deposits into your spirit of stupidity. You don't allow anybody to just say anything and it's just cool. Hit the like button or wait till you get them likes up. It's 570 people listening, but it's only 502 likes. Hit that like button. It was too many things said within this video that were just too thought-provoking, too motivating, for them likes not to be on one accord with the viewers. Get them likes up. Share this game. Too many individuals speaking on this game and ain't stop it. Get them likes up. Push the game out there. Get this game published so the lies can be abolished and this truth can be established in the minds and hearts of the youth. Let them receive the truth of this game. But you understand me? Peaceful, good looking on the 5, bro. Good looking. I thank you. Thank you for supporting the game. Blessings to you. But you got to have your own personal desire and love for the game. It even ties in with my yesterday's message when I told you, man. You know what I mean? I told you guys, when you truly love the game, when another pimp knock you for the bitch, you don't get no attitude. You know what I mean? If anything, you celebrate. Why? Because you pimped. A nigga that pimped, he's not afraid of another nigga knocking him for the bitch. Why? Because the bitch ain't gonna do nothing but speak nothing but pimping about this man. She might didn't want to stand up to the pimping. She might didn't have compatibility, you understand me, with this particular pimp. I don't know what the reason may be, but see, when you pimped on a broad, you're not worried about her telling your secrets. You're not You don't care about this broad trying to expose you, you know what I mean, and all of that. No. Now, how is it that I'm all of these things that these guys say I am, but each and one of them niggas that was around me, or each one of them niggas that used to talk to me, I done either gave them a broad or offered them a broad. That either came from me or a broad basically that I thought that would be better for them. How is it? Because if I was ready to give you hoes basically that have been down with me, that lets you know I don't give a damn. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. When I'm getting ready to get rid of a broad, I always call my partners who are either holers and dolers or individuals basically that ain't doing so good. I've been doing this. You know what I mean? I've been doing this. I'm gonna call the pimpin' to make sure, you understand me, that he all right. I'm gonna come see about some pimping, man. So I'm gonna call the P, man, what's going on with you? Yeah, man, well look, man, this little broad, yeah, she ain't fitting in my program. This ain't going too well. You know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't, yeah, that little light skin thing, yeah, that's what I'm calling you about. Where you at with it? Yeah, I wanna put the bitch right in front of you. So you can sit up there, you understand me, and see what you want to do. Been doing that. Them niggas don't know too much about that. Very few. Y'all don't even do that shit no more. You know what I mean? One nigga that called himself trying to speak on me, this the same nigga that I sit up there and I told him, I said, now look, appreciate that $7, man. Good looking, man. Blessings to you, my nigga. But I said, listen, it's going to be a new broad on the blade. All right, she gonna be down. This is exactly what she is gonna have on. I sent that man pictures of what the hoe was gonna have on. Told the man that she was gonna be down 7 o'clock at night. You understand me? You're gonna have action and sweating that broad from 7 o'clock at night to 9 in the morning. This nigga don't know nothing but pimping from me, but because of his jealousy, or because he trying to get on the good side of other niggas and all that old goofy shit, because he never been his own man. You know what I mean? Never. You know what I mean? But, you know, the nigga don't know nothing but this pimping. When the pimping base, if you fucked up, everybody know if you fucked up, and if you around me, I'm not gonna allow you to leak. Come on, P, let's get pimping. You know what I mean? Because that's what pimps do. Pimps don't allow pimps to just, you know what I mean, just be out here, you ain't got no bitch. Come on, P. Come on, I know exactly where to go with you. Come on, P. Matter of fact, let's go over here. Yeah, you gonna knock over here. Come on, P. Because that's what pimps do. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. But people that's in love with the game, that love the game, this is normal to them. See, I'm in love with the game. You know what I mean? Can't none of them niggas that's sitting over there trying to drag my name through dirt. Can't none of them motherfucking non-pimping ass niggas. Can't none of them motherfucking husbands tell your motherfucking ass they ever seen me with no goddamn minor. Can't none of them. Can't none of them big old titty ass niggas, you understand me, tell you, you understand me, they're simple to pee, you understand, I seen them with a minor. Can't none of them say it. None of them. Can't none of them say, but they can say that, you know, sin gave me a hoe. Yeah, they can say that, you know, when I felt, you know what I mean, bad, and, you know what I mean, when I was fucked up, and, you know what I mean, and when I was like, you know, they can say that. When I felt like giving up, you know what I mean, when I felt like leaving the game and shit, you know what I mean, he picked me up when I was down. You know, yeah, they'll tell you about, you know what I mean, since when niggas want to run my name through the mud, man, yeah, tell them, ask them about that time, you know what I mean, when their wife kicked them out the house, who they was calling though. Motherfucker better not say that I was I was on consultation at that time. I was sitting over there giving a young piece some game, you know what I mean, I get a call, you know what I mean, from a motherfucker, his wife had just put him out the house, man. Niggas better leave sin alone. Because especially when it comes to this chopping, there's never been another motherfucker like me, and it never will. Leave me alone. Niggas better stay married and turn on the jacket edge and, you know what I mean, all that type of shit. But leave me alone, man. Yeah. Motherfuckers call me, man, about their wife kicking them out the house and shit. You know what I mean? And say, no, P, whatever you doing, man, stop that shit. Man, I need to talk to you right now. Who did they call? They called the nigga that was in love with the game to cheer they motherfucking ass up. The nigga that, you understand me, losing teeth and all of that. This nigga was suicidal. Suicidal and felt like leaving the game. Had a pretty ass bitch in California, used to keep her down for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. Wasn't making no money. Who you think he called? Who you think these niggas call? You understand me, when they want to sit up there and get charged up? You understand me about this game? Who? When they need to sit up there and hear, you know what I mean, something encouraging, something to get motivated. Who? Sin. That's the fuck they call. You know? So don't get in your feelings now. Don't get in your anger now. You know what I mean? And try to change the history. No. Don't do that. Because and I ain't gonna stay on this too long, but I just Jay-Z you a little bit, hit you in the head and keep going on about my business, because you too much of a small fry, my guy. You understand me? Even go back in with you with this. But what I will sit up there and I say this though. Yeah, I sit up there and I say this though. You know what I mean? Hey man. Hey. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll save that. I'll save that, because you might want to get out your body again. You know, I'll save that blow. You know, I'll save that. But this a warning, man. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna go too much back and forth, you know what I mean, with you niggas, man. Because that's what niggas want me to do, make them hot. You know what I mean? Make them, because outside of me, ain't nobody gonna listen to these niggas, man. Niggas ain't got no game to make no hundreds of people listen to them for no goddamn hours and shit. Nigga, no. It's not in them. They don't have it. Motherfuckers got been having bitches for years, and the bitches don't even think they got game from the nigga. Bitch thinks she done learned every goddamn thing on her own. And that's why the bitch felt so comfortable kicking you out the motherfucking house. Ain't nan bitch ever kicked me out the house, nigga. Nan bitch. But I guess when you married, you know, that type of shit go down. You know? But that shit sound crazy. Niggas calling themselves goats and niggas talking about they the greatest pimp of all time, and you know how insulting is that to this game? See, I'm in love with this game, man. And the greatest pimp that ever lived could never have got kicked out of his house by his own wife, man. Say it ain't so. You know what I mean? Say it ain't so. Leave me alone, man. You know I'm heartless when it comes to this shit. You don't do this shit, nigga. Stop it. You know what I mean? Niggas better sit up there and get high, get on some drugs, get their dick sucked, go to bed, leave right off into the sunset, player. You know what I mean? Wrong one. You know what I mean? And let me say this furthermore, I'm gonna save all that other shit for another time. You know, seeing moving strategies. But I'll sit up there and say this. Why apologize for something that you was right about? I only know the people that apologize are people that was wrong. You've apologized more times than one. Why? Because you was wrong. You was the one sitting over there talking about telling Robin, tell Sin I still love him, tell bro I want to talk to him and shit like that. Come on, man. After you did what you did, nigga, I treated you like a father that was displeased with his son, nigga. How dare, nigga, don't be arrogant. I better not motherfucking hear anything arrogant come out your mouth, nigga. I treated you, nigga, like an honorable father that was displeased with a dishonorable son, nigga. I still got love for you. I just wish you'd keep this pimping out your mouth, nigga. You know what I mean? And just, you know, ride off to the sunset, man, with your wife. You know, and stop putting bad seeds into the minds of the youth, because that's not what the youth need to be seeing. We don't need to be seeing active husbands talking about this pimping, man. You're not fit to teach. You're not fit to preach. You know what I mean? I don't want to see no active husbands, man, teaching me about this goddamn pimping. Niggas gonna get on live, you know what I mean, shouting and yelling at the motherfucking phone, and then after he finished yelling at the motherfucking phone, he gonna sit up there and lay in the bed with his wife. Come on, man. I don't want to see that shit. I don't believe in it. You know? So, you know, this what I will say. I like the fact that I can just ruffle you niggas' feathers up. I love it. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing but this game. I'm in Canada. You niggas is in America. You know what I mean? Just by the sound of my voice, you know what I mean? You now all of a sudden your fat ass want to work out. Now you understand me because seeing talking, you know what I mean? Niggas that ain't pimp, you understand me since the book of Job. Now they want to sit up there and go get a hoe now. You know what I mean? Because they listening to sin. You know what I mean? I'm provoking you niggas, man. Yeah, I'm making you niggas do that, man. I'm going to be the reason why you did that extra push-up. You did that extra pull-up. You understand me? You got them dumbbells, man. You went a little more. You sit up there and did some extra sets, nigga. Yeah. You know? Yeah, man, but go on, man, because we both know, man, when it comes to that chopping or any of that, man, you not in no league with me. None. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna go there, you know what I mean? But you could talk to them peons like that. Cause sin don't be fucking with bitches that look like men. Sin don't be fucking with bitches, you understand me, that look handsome and bitches that got a transsexual look to them and all of that shit. Sin ain't with all of that. That ain't my reputation. I'm not known for that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, watch your mouth, man. You know what I mean? Because I have a field day roasting the shit out your ass. Yeah, just ride off to in the sunset, man. You can make as many videos as you want. You know what I mean? You can do all of that. But when I get good and ready, when I feel like it, when I feel like coming off, when I feel like taking off my belt, we know, me and you both know that my lashes hurt way more than yours. So you keep all the child rapists, all of that shit. You know what I mean? But one thing about it, the love of this game is keeping me from being married. Yeah, I don't want to be, I can't live in hypocrisy, man. And like I said on yesterday, because niggas got offended when I said that shit. Hey, man, a nigga that's an active husband in the game, he can't tell no young nigga that he can't sell no drugs. I told you guys that. A guy that is actively married in the lifestyle, he cannot say anything to a young nigga about selling drugs. How he gonna tell a young nigga that you can't mix it to fix it? How he gonna tell a young nigga that you can't sell drugs and preside over women in the lifestyle too? How he gonna tell that young nigga that is cheating? Nigga, you cheating too. So, yeah, niggas got offended, you know, when I said that, but that's the truth. You're cheating, sir. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you know, the love of this game, I've been in this Canada, man, for 2 years, man. Finding each and everything. We almost done now, but you know what I mean? When I get my citizenship, it won't be because of no marriage. Yeah, it won't be because of no marriage, man. Yeah, look me up. Yeah, Philip Brandon Gilmore, man. Never been married before in my life. In Canada. Got a justifiable reason for why if I did, but I just can't do it, man. But you did. You know, and that's bothering you that you did. You know what I mean? It bothered you so much that you was like, ooh, let me sit up there, man, get up and, man, stop it. I'm gonna save them last blows for later. But you have to understand, I have text messages. You have to understand, I still got your DMs. I still got all the confirmation of everything that I'm gonna bring. You just talking out your feelings. You know what I mean? I'm gonna slice you and cut you up, man. Stop it. You know, I have fun with you, man. You know, I'm surgical, man, when it comes to them rebukings. Don't nobody in the game do it like me, I promise you. I'm ready for anything that you niggas bring. You niggas made me callous towards that situation in 08 that I didn't even get convicted. And I must be a hell of a nigga. Because if we in 2001 and niggas is talking about, you know what I mean, a situation that I didn't even get convicted for in 2008, man, whew. Big improvement. We in 2001 and niggas is talking about 2008. That's what's up though. You know, I like that. So I'm glad that I fired you niggas up, man. You know, the love of this game, no matter how much a broad is making, I can't sit up there and marry her to maintain her, to have it from. I'm not into that. Do I want the money? Yes, but is it that important to me? No. Just so I can appear to be something that I'm not, I didn't get it the right way. You know what I mean? My question is, did you pimp for it? Always ask yourself this. You know, you might have this, you might have that, you might have that, and you might have this, but did you pimp for it? Did you become a boyfriend for it? Did you become a husband for it? Did you make a deal for it? Did you kiss the bitch ass for it? Did you sell drugs on the side for it? You know what I mean? Or did you pimp for it? Did you pimp for it? You know what I mean? Did you pimp for it? Now see, I got a little older brother that try to minimize that. You know what I mean? He'll say, yeah, man, he played the bitch out of 125,000. He played a bitch out of he gigoloed over 125,000. Nigga, when I broke that bitch for that 125,000, nigga, I had never stuck my dick in that bitch. You understand me? And nigga, and get it straight, nigga, that was just the most that was given at that time, nigga. I charged that bitch for hundreds of thousands, nigga. Yeah. But you tried to sit up there and make it like the nigga with no teeth. He tried to make it seem like, you know what I mean, I was on some boyfriend shit with the bitch, and you know what I mean, I was fucking on her, and we had a full relationship and all this old goofy shit. Nigga, you ain't never had 100, you ain't never had 100 nothing at one time in your motherfucking life, nigga. You never had no money in the game, nigga. You a small fry, nigga. And stop telling niggas, you understand me, that you had $20,000 on the motherfucking, on my table, nigga. I never seen you have 20,000, nigga, at one time, nigga. You ain't never had $20,000 of no motherfucking whole money, nigga, at one time. You don't even know what that shit look like, nigga. Stop it. You don't even know what that feel like, nigga. You know what I mean? Freeze said he seen you with 10. So because Freeze said it, you know, I believe it because Freeze said it, because I know he ain't no liar. But nigga, I ain't never seen you with no motherfucking $20,000, nigga, at one. Hold on. Nigga gonna sit up there, yeah, you know, he had played the bitch, you know. See, and this, let me tell you young niggas something, man. You gotta love this game to stay in this game. Cause them niggas gonna lie on you. When you really start having some money in this game, they gonna sit up there and put every reason other than some pimping on you. When you really start having money in this game, they gonna put every title on you other than some pimping on you. They gonna say that you won a settlement. They gonna say it was some inheritance. They gonna say that you won the lotto. They gonna say he was selling drugs. He got young niggas selling drugs for him. You know, he getting his money after re-up. They gonna say that, you know what I mean, his wife gave it to him. They gonna put every label on you other than some pimping. And the reason why they can't see you winning like that is because they can't see themselves winning like that. The reason why they gonna sit up there and say that you not pimping like that, because they know that they incapable of pimping like that. They gonna say that you couldn't do that in the lifestyle because they can't visualize themselves doing it in the lifestyle. So anything that they can't visualize themselves doing, you know, anybody else doing it, they had to get it through an inheritance. They had to get it through a settlement. You got it from a lottery. You got this from a wife. You gigolo with the bitch. You was fucking on her, and you know, you was her boyfriend, and you know what I mean? But what happens when you keep doing it? That's my question to you niggas. What happens when it keeps happening? What you mean? What happened when, you understand me, this white bitch here in this motherfucking Canada before I came to Canada, you know, that I have over 2 years before I came here. So I gigoloed that too. Bitch damn near gave me 300 motherfucking thousand, nigga, before I physically seen this bitch. Did I gigolo that too? My dick is that long? Is my dick that long, nigga, that it reached from America to Canada? You understand me? Did I gigolo that too? This bitch that I gigolo that to, the same bitch that I've been here now for 2 years and I still ain't married the bitch that I gigolo that to. You niggas just be talking, man. Niggas just be talking, man. One thing that I sit up there, this one thing that I tell you, you know, this is something that K-Red, you know, say all the time. And K-Red said this shit to me years ago. He said, Sympho, none of these niggas pay your bills. You know, K-Red, he always speak in the language of simplicity. K-Red said, hey, Simple, none of them niggas pay your bills, man. You know, because K-Red had got at me, because during this time, you know, it was like, when that whole situation came out, when Keisha had put the courtroom video, I mean, everybody and their mama, niggas I didn't even know, old niggas that I had never even heard of, everybody and their mama had something to say about Sinful D. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. And if I was not in love with this game, I would have did the same thing that a lot of you niggas did after you got out of prison or you got in a tough situation when that Euroclidine came, nigga. I would have gave up just like you niggas. But I'm just too in love with this shit, man. Yeah. Even when I elevate, even when I sit up there, you understand me, and God elevate me to another stage and page in life. Even in the future, when I go into spirituality, you would never see me devalue the game. I told you, this ain't gonna be no surprise. It was never a surprise, the things that I'm gonna do in the future. I spoke it in existence. I told you guys that in the future that I was gonna be preaching and teaching. You hearing that now. So don't be amazed or don't be, oh man, this nigga wasn't no pimp, man. Look at him, man, he preaching and teaching. I told you that. Been told you that God been had his hand on my life. If you can't see me more than just being a damn pimp, you a fool. Open your motherfucking eyes, nigga. You know, I've been told you that. You know, but hey man, if I would never disrespect this game because this game been so good to me. You know? This game been so good to me. It's blessed me, you know, with knowledge that I would have never had if I had never gotten to this lifestyle. I'm so appreciative for this game. I completely understand why God allowed my life to go from here to here to here to here to here to here. I completely understand. You know, I see what the game is doing, you know, right now. Hold on. I admire a black man that Andre Taylor does not have a college degree. But I'm amazed at God. I'm amazed at the game. He's always taking the base things to confound the wise. He's always taking the foolish things. He's always taking individuals that, you know what I mean, come from the gutter and people that come from poverty and people that come from the, you understand me, the ghetto and people that was basically predestined for failure. And he take them and just put them in position and give them blessings that they can be a blessing to others. He always giving power to the powerless. And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I appreciate God's love for the pimping. I know a lot of y'all don't like when I say that, but I appreciate God's love for the pimping. Does that mean that God condones the pimping? No. Does that mean that God's word is on one accord with the pimping? No. But I'm talking about God being so in love with the pimping that even though we pimping, he's so merciful to us that his mercies is new every morning. His thoughts about us is not your thoughts. His ways is above your ways. God is in love with the pimps. You can't deny that. Look at the ministry. Look at the colorful individuals that's in the game. Only a God can do that. All the charismatic and magnetic individuals in the lifestyle of pimping and home. All the preachers and teachers, the ministers that's in the lifestyle of pimping and home. You know what I mean? Some of the most colorful individuals that you will ever meet in your life. You know what I mean? That's God. That's Yah. That's Yahweh. That's the blessings of Yahweh Shai. You know? So I'm not saying that he's on one accord with the lifestyle. I'm saying that he loves us so much that even though we say and do things that's contrary to his holiness, he still is merciful to us. We that special remnant. We that people that, you understand me, God called and he's chosen before the foundations of the world. You know, I like that. I like that. You counted me out, but he counted me in. You know what I mean? You don't think that I should have what I have, but he think I got everything, you understand me, that I was supposed to have. His mercy. We got to read. We got to study. Young Peas, I want you to be informative representatives of this game. You know, when you look at Sonetta TV or when you look at old Nation of Islam videos and you see different brothers, you know, that are able to represent their organizations and things like that, when you have a conversation with individuals in the streets of other walks of life that come to criticize and verbally crucify, you know, the lifestyle, I want you guys to be equipped. Just the same way that the brothers are equipped in the Nation of Islam, the same way that the brothers were equipped under the brother of the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh, you know what I mean? I want the brothers to be equipped with knowledge and wisdom in the lifestyle. Same way. Brilliant minds, infinite minds, not individuals that slur when they talk, they sitting up here drinking on this syrup and, you know what I mean, they sound stupid when they talk. No. When a woman talk to one of us, I want her to be blown away. And we cannot create that type of atmosphere if we're not reading, if we're not studying. That's why it's nothing wrong with having debates. That's why in the future, I'm thinking about actually creating a channel that we speak on. We'll still chop up game every now and then, but subjects outside of the lifestyle that would show intellect, that would show knowledge, that would show the wisdom. Rome, thank you for that cash app. You know, that would show wisdom and knowledge from representation of the lifestyle. What did I tell you? One of the greatest ways to get a woman into your lifestyle is to manifest knowledge and wisdom concerning life. We need to be walking museums of knowledge and wisdom pertaining to life. Game. You know? Yeah, Rome, I said that. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you for the cash app. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button right now. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you click on the like button. Make sure you click on the bell. But yeah, get them likes up. But, you know, if you never, you know, go to a players ball, be a Renaissance man. If you never win a trophy, you know, at a so-called pimp event, you know, be a man in everything that you do. Be the truth. You don't know who this P is. You don't know who that P is. You know, but do you know who Marcus Garvey is? Do you know who Frederick Douglass is? You know what I mean? Do you know who Paul Laurence Dunbar is? You know, things are like that. You know, do you know, when they ask you, man, you know, do Bishop Don Juan, do he know you? And this ain't to discredit or minimize Don. But when they ask you, do Don know you? Did Don know? Do God know you? Do knowledge and wisdom know you? Do property know you? Does good credit know you? Does Bank of America know you? Does Wells Fargo know you? Does Chase Bank know you? You know, does that know you? Does encyclopedias know you, Pete? Does the legal library know you? All them individuals that you're talking about, Pete, that ain't about nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not really concerned about being a part of somebody's buddy system. I'm not concerned about other individuals saying, yeah, I like him. I think he's a pimp. I can give a less fuck. I'm not concerned about that. Now, if that's your concern, P, then blessings to you. But that's not my concern. I'm not trying to be the most popular among those, you know what I mean? No. Because I found out a lot of them guys is married, and some of them guys is drug dealers, and then some of them guys is working with the feds. I can give a less fuck what them niggas think. So don't bring me, you know, hey man, hey, this federal agent, he talking about you. Hey man, this snitch, he's talking about you. Hey man, this husband, he's talking about you. Hey man, hey, you remember the dude? Yeah, that one dude, you know what I mean, where his bitch allowed him to stay in the hotel room, but it was on conditions. Yeah, his ex-bitch knew that he didn't have no bitches, so she felt sorry for him because she knew his catch hand wasn't like that. He really wasn't the pimping, you know what I mean? So she allowed him to stay in the hotel room with her, but on the conditions of he couldn't break her. So she gonna catch dates and bring money in from the blade, but he couldn't touch none of it. And she was gonna feed him and allow him to stay in the hotel room with her. Yeah, that nigga, he's talking about you. Like, come on, man. Think about the shit you're saying. Yeah, that dude with bad credit, yeah, he's talking about you. Hey, that dude that if he was to die right now, 20 people wouldn't show up to his funeral, yeah, he's talking about you. Hey, that dude, that dude that don't even take care of his kids, hey man, yeah, he said this about you. Hey, you remember that dude? Yeah, the one that can't spell. Yeah, the one that can't spell, the one that asks you, yeah, the dude that says he's a pimp, but he asked you on how to spell pimp. Yeah, he's talking about you. Yeah, he's talking. He's talking about. Hey, you remember that nigga? Yeah. No, the nigga that's a rival gang. His breath is a rival gang against the dentist office. Yeah, he's talking about you, P. He's talking about you. The nigga that says that he's pimping, but he ain't took none of the money from his pimping and replenished the teeth in his motherfucking mouth. Yeah, he's talking about you. Yeah, he's talking. He going in on you, P. He going in. Why am I like this? Yeah, he going in, man. He going in. Hey, you remember the nigga that got kicked out the house by his wife? His wife was like, get out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah, his wife the wife said, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Yeah, the one that sung the Ray Charles song to him, and he had to go. Yeah, the wife that went hard on him. Yeah, that nigga, he talking about you. Come on, man, think about what y'all saying. You know? Think about what you saying. That nigga talking about you. Yeah, remember that nigga? Yeah, remember that nigga right there? Who you talking about? Yeah, man, that's the nigga, you know what I mean? He said that you're not a pimp, but that's the one you done gave that nigga freedom. You taught him how to spell, you gave him hoes, you put clothes on his back, you put food in his mouth, but yeah, he's saying that you're not a pimp. You gotta think about what you saying and who you saying it to. I'm the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to these niggas. Don't bring me what my children said. I don't give a fuck what them little niggas said. I done had conversations with them niggas. I know that they not intellectually blessed. I can give a less fuck what them dumbass Ritalin babies said. That these bitches actually believe that are pimps. And I declare that are not. Don't bring me none of them. Your little brother said, your son said, your little nephew said. You know? Hold on, what? I just saw what you said, Prince. I didn't get a chance to read it correctly. But, you know what I mean? That's each and every day, it never fails. A nigga in my DM trying to send me a live from a private page. And it don't matter, even if it was public, I still wouldn't go in because I wouldn't give these little niggas the pleasure of saying that Sinful the P came and because I was really going in and he was like, no. Even with $1 billion, they would still be little niggas to me. Come on, man. I can't take a nigga that's serious that don't want to brush his teeth. He can't tell me about discipline. I can't take a nigga serious about, you know what I mean, nigga talking about discipline. And one nigga, he sat up there, you understand me? And he talking about he was going to lose weight. He done said this shit 13, 14 times, and he's still out of shape. I can't take that nigga serious, man. I don't want to hear about no nigga talking about going hard on the bitch, and then he going home to his wife, and he professing to be an active pimp. Man, stop talking to me. Stop it. The next nigga that get into my inbox, you know, shooting me alive from whoever or saying this nigga, you just gonna get blocked. Because see, I'm truly in love with the game. The individuals that you bringing up, these individuals not even talking about they married to the game. I'm not even married to the game. See, niggas that even play with that, I'm married to the game. See, he's already playing with the spirit of marriage. I don't even want to be married to the game. Niggas think they slick. See, they looking for any reason to be married. Like, I don't even want to be married to the game. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I'm married to is the game. I'm not even married to that. Sir, I'm not married. These niggas always trying to be slick. Trying to come with some underhand shit so they can get married. They just bent on getting married. Hold on. Let me see what P said. Oh, he didn't say nothing else. There we is. There we go. You know, but listen, without this game, you can do nothing. Without this game, you can't do nothing. I want that to keep saying that. I want you to even say it out your mouth. Without this game, I can't do nothing. You know, I'm thinking about, hold on. But let me say something. Like Sepulveda the Prince, when I see Sepulveda the Prince, I think about the times of being a young P and being around another young P by the name of Two Fly. And at that time, you know what I mean, we were just two young P's, man, that were just on fire with the game and just always at a bitch. The reason why our mouthpieces, our personalities and intellectual capacity was more advanced than a lot of the other younger P's in our in that generation, in that era, in that time, you understand me, was behind, and they basically, you understand me, wasn't with us mentally. They never studied. They never read. They was never campaigning. They wasn't outside exercising, pimping. You know, Two Fly was always exercising, pimping. You can say this about him, you can say that about him, but one thing you can't say is pimping. You understand? Because that was a young, fly ass, long fingernail, pretty hair having ass, you understand me, fly, charismatic, magnetic from another motherfucking universe, pimp. And I'm not just saying that, you know what I mean, because we were just so cool at the time. It was just that nigga every day, all day was exercising, pimping by campaigning all the time. So when y'all keep asking me, you know, P, how do I increase my, how do I bless my, my conversation? How do I get a better mouthpiece? How do I, you know, I want to be able to speak like this and do it like this. A lot of you will never be like that because you're not outside. A lot of you are never going to be like that because when you're on the phone, you always talking to niggas all the time. Get at the bitch. You can buy his book. You can watch all my videos. You can watch his videos, but you got to get at the bitch for yourself. You got to get at that woman. You got to exercise. And what did you saying, Sin? You got to exercise your pimping. Why you think, you understand me, when you listen to certain niggas, they be boring. Yes, he was in the game 15 and 20 years ago, but he's boring now. Why? He's not exercising, pimping. He's not outside. He ain't pimped since I don't know when. You know what I mean? If you're exercising, pimping every day, you're at women constantly every day, you're reading, you're studying, you're working out. Hey man, listen, time don't wait on nobody. Summertime is 2 seconds away. What are y'all gonna do? You in the month of March right now. Why you not working out? You in the month of March right now. Why you still eating Don't you want to fall in this place and fall in that place? Don't you want badass bitches, you understand me, to just be like, just starstruck when they see you? Come on, man, better your campaign. You got no time to be sitting over there going back and forth with husbands and shit. You got no time to be going back and forth with fossils and niggas. Basically, it's over for them. Niggas is in their 40s and damn near 50s. They know life is over. But for you young motherfuckers, man, you need to get on fire about this game or stay on fire about this game. You know what I mean? Don't allow yourself to get lazy. Don't allow yourself to get complacent. Work out, read, study, 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 study. You know what I mean? We should, ain't no way in the world, you know what I mean? We shouldn't have young brother Malcolm's. And what I mean by that, I ain't talking about being a Muslim. I'm talking about being an individual that's infinite minded, that's always coming up with some gigantic ideas that can be a blessing to the game, saying things and doing things that betters the game. That's what I'm talking about. And you can't do that, you know what I mean, if you never take out time to meditate, you know? So I'm thinking about the game. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into all that other shit. That other shit will lead into some views, but if they keep on, of course, you know, I entertain it a little bit, you know, because I like spanking niggas. I think you guys realize by now, you know what I mean, to seeing like rebuking these niggas. But at the same time, you know what I mean, I want you to know that I'm still in love with the game. That's why when a lot of you guys call me and you don't have money for consultation, I'm still taking out time to lace you. Some of you know what I'm talking about. You've been in situations where you didn't have, you was fucked up. You was in a fucked up predicament. I had to help you. Why? Because I'm in love with the game. That's why. You in a lot of y'all in situations, you know what I mean, where the public pretender trying to encourage you to take a deal, you know what I mean, that ain't about nothing. You know what I mean? So I had to. Why? Because I'm in love with your freedom. I don't want you to get fucked over. We need more people like that. We don't need more hypocrites. We don't need more snitches. We don't need more niggas, you understand me, married. And no, we got enough of that. We need individuals that's authentic, individuals that's thinkers, individuals that think about the game before they think about themselves. Because if niggas had thought about the game more than they thought about themselves, a lot of shit would have never even transpired. You know what I mean? A lot of the older cats, it's because the older niggas opened the door for it in the yesteryears. They was not thinking about, you know what I mean, is this gonna be good for the game? You know? But when you in love with this game, you gonna always make decisions that's gonna be a blessing to the game. Hold on. I don't think I need any help with my website, brother, but if I'm gonna bless my website, Kreya do it. But blessings to you. But as far as editing, as far as like the website, it ain't too many people better than Kreya, bro. You know, Kreya can do so much. I haven't even allowed Kreya to do all that he's capable of doing yet. But he's one of the coldest editors. You know, he's better than a lot of editors for a lot of y'all big YouTubers. You know, I just didn't care about the shit. Because this whole channel been built off of just basically hitting live on a cell phone. But that's gonna change. You know? But I had to come live today, you know what I mean, to let you guys know, man, you know, that it's gotta be personal. Get you a personal love with this game. The bitch gonna try you. The nigga gonna lie on you. You don't know what's gonna come your way. But one thing I will say, if you got a personal love for this game, if you connect it, you know what I mean? Nothing of this game, nothing outside this game and nothing in this game, no hater in this game can separate you from your connection to it. Stay connected. You know what I mean? So you can get what you're supposed to have. Looking for any question before I leave. Yeah, I like what you said, D-Ro. People will change. They'll claim anything. You know what I mean? I met a lot. Like I said, in the beginning when me and Freeze started, I'll give you an example. Freeze and YT, they was yeah, Nice was that dude to me. You know what I mean, at that time. But it was really Freeze and YT. YT and Freeze, they had hoes before me. They was, in the lifestyle before me. Freeze had started damn near like 2 months, before I did. You know what I mean? But Freeze had this little bride, you know what I mean? And he was doing his thing on Cobalt. Man, he was doing his thing. Listen, when you really want to do this shit, right? Check it out. I remember, man, I wanted to go to sleep. I was so tired. All I wanted to do was go to sleep. I was like, man, I'm just going to go back. I'm going to take a little nap and I'm going to get up. But man, I began to think about how Freeze had a hoe, YT had a hoe, you know what I mean? Even, I forgot his name, but it was like that whole little crew that used to hang in front of 7-Eleven, you know what I mean? Top of the morning, you know what I mean? Sometime at night, everybody had hoes, man. I was like, man, I can't be coming around these, and I had plenty of opportunities, but I was denying it. But one thing about it, I had allowed certain seeds to be planted because of things that I had seen, you know what I mean, being around Nice and, you know what I mean, things that I have experienced, you know what I mean, even before the game. So different seeds was already planted. But man, when I seen Freeze and when I seen YT, you know what I mean, doing their thing, I was like, man, I'm not about to go to sleep. I am not about to go to sleep. I'm about to stay down. And that's when I ended up knocking Rachel, who I later on named Priceless. But, that was my little Samoan bra. And the trap that I ever had in my hand. Now, some gonna tell you their first trap was 40,000, 100,000, and 20,000. P, what was your first trap? $250. Real shit. $250. I don't have a $50,000 story. When I first came in the game, the bitch opened up the trunk of the limo and she pulled out briefcases of money. No. The first trap that was ever put in my hand was $250. She had just got through doing a date, you know what I mean, at Hooters. Yep. $250, man. Remember the song? You know what I mean? IMX, they used to sing a song called, you know what I mean, My Very First Time. Or you remember Avant, you know what I mean? And Kiki singing My First Love. Yeah, man, my first trap was special, man. I keep telling y'all, man, when that bitch put that motherfucking trap in my hand, man, you know what I mean? Webster's Collegiate Dictionary can't even define the way that I felt. It can't even define the way that I felt. Love is too weak of a word to define, you understand me, what I felt at that time when I knew that this bitch had sucked and fucked for this, put her life in danger, sat up there and broke this total stranger and brought it all to me and put every motherfucking dollar in my hand. Oh my God. Lost my mind. You talking about a joy unspeakable. That was me. $250. I know, man, my first trap, man, the sky had opened up, you know what I mean? And a hoe had came from the heavens. And she was like, I want to choose up with you. I was like, damn, bitch, you just coming down from the heavens, fucking with a young nigga like that? She said, I see something in you, daddy. Like, these niggas got my life. You know what I mean? Changed my life for the rest of my life. I ain't been the same ever since. But listen, man, I appreciate you guys. I love you. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you share this video. I was supposed to lay off today, you know what I mean, because I was going to allow my voice to heal. But man, when I started thinking about, you know what I mean, this game, and I began to get stirred up, You know what I mean? Thinking about, you know what I mean, them young pimps, them two young pimps, man, named Freeze. They used to go 4 days sometimes without sleep. You know what I mean? Man, we used to hate sleep. Niggas used to hate going to sleep because we always felt like we was gonna miss something. Because it felt like every time you would go to sleep, you know what I mean, the bitch that you was sweating, you know what I mean, earlier, you know what I mean, that night, now she done chose up. You know, she was looking for somebody. She was looking for you, but you was nowhere to be found. You was too busy sleeping. So, yeah, man, hold on. I hope that wasn't the booby that I thought. But anyway, man, I appreciate you guys. I love you. Make sure you hit the like button. You know what I mean? Hopefully, man, maybe I'll be back later on, but don't count on it. You know what I mean? But I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Man, it's truly been a blessing, you know what I mean, this whole month. You know what I mean? You guys be thinking that y'all be being blessed. But no, man, it's a blessing to convey the game and be able to speak freely about it, you know what I mean, to y'all every top of the morning, man. So blessings to y'all, man. Like I said, for the whole month of March, I'm going live 10 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Meet me there. You know what I mean? Blessings to everybody, man. Hope you guys live as long as you want. Never want as long as you live. Make sure you go to my Patreon. Make sure that you go to the Patreon, man, and get my DM to let me know, man, that you became a Patreon member. After this video is over, I'm going to post a link in the comments section for those of you that would like to go to the Patreon. You can just hit on the link and just go there. I love you guys. And if the Lord say the same, I'll be able to see you tomorrow. You know what I mean? Extended clips. Love you too, bro. You know what I mean? Blessings to you. And Sepulveda the Prince, I appreciate you, man. Love, blessings. Talk to y'all tomorrow. 1.